now the question becomes, what does Showmaker play into this? Zoe might just be either the Victor or the Syndra.
Or the Evelynn. Obviously the choice. Wait, hang on a second. No, not going to be the choice. Around the mid game, especially with this composition.
The KT composition is almost purely pick-based. Better just because it's more well-rounded.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it's going to do as it hits the Rift. The very first time that we've seen this Damwon Kia roster. Very interested to see how it's going to go up against KT that...
It's, Arya looking for potentially a trouble bubble. He's going to connect.
Yeah, bubble will come in here as Battlestar comes down as well. Canyon just going to audaciously charge his way out. Kellen looking for an angle. Not going to find the light binding until now as aiming does get stunned up. Heal is going to have to be used here from Doctarm as they're taking a lot of damage. Aiming not a lot of mana to his name. Certainly standing his ground as far as the matchup is concerned.
2 biscuits here for Kellen means he's going to be able to keep spamming this out a little bit longer, but he gets rooted.
Yeah,
that'll be a pushback.
Yeah, thankfully for him, did have that shield coming back as well. He's going to be A-okay.
I mean, Arya is trading so poorly that he may be forced to back again, and that's really rough.
That's absolutely not what you want, as Kellen now going to have to run away from these bullets. Not exactly playing DDR correctly here, as we're going to hold on to the last bullet, and there's final spark. As aiming is going to be punished just a little bit there. Like, you cheeky little devil.
You're going to keep holding that ult. You can't move. Okay, this could be a really interesting tactic from KT to actually give bot plates for the Herald.
Yeah, it's potentially a thing that they're looking for as Canyon moves on in, wants to grab life, but if they lose a couple of plates and the Karma, then they're just... Like, the Herald doesn't matter, as life is going to survive, is going to have to flash his way out, lost the Ignite as well. Working out as Hoya, really struggling here against Rascal, who dives underneath the turret, wants to try and take this one, and he will do it! The solo kill comes in, and Rascal not even going to burn down to the Ignite, so, yep, looking like the same old Hoya.
And... Okay, Rift Herald attempt here from KT as well. They have a comp that's really good at grouping and fighting. If they can keep aiming alive...
Well, they're not going to... Oh, okay, he's going to be able to flash. Might be able to make his way out. Canyon, there's the curtain call. Canyon could be in trouble here as there's the flash forward from Life to slow him down. Doctarm going to body block for his jungler. Work through, but... It's going to be answered. Cuz getting the kick back as Kellen trying to get out of this one. Canyon dives forward. Doctarm trying to make it happen, and he does! Damn, that was actually so sick. But still, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Still okay for KT. I think Rascal is starting to be one of the best points here for KT as Hoya is just going to get solo killed yet again. Rascal's got minions, so he gets to go into his stopwatch and he's going to just be fine. And I'm glad that the action breaks out right as I'm talking about the man of the hour, right? Yeah, might be able to do so as Doctarm punishes him immediately. The exhaust comes down, and that may have actually saved Arya's life. Canyon taking a lot of damage, though, as you can see Cuz getting to work on this Drake. The rest of Damwon grouped up as 5, wanting to challenge that soul point. Very important for them, as you can see. And over they go. Hoya's about to start this fight up. Good knock up onto Cuz there as Canyon in the meantime is also going to secure the Drake. Now the team fighting comes through. Hoya already dead, but the rest of Damwon very healthy. The curtain does get called, but Damwon already on their way out as Arya dashing forward. Doctarm taking a lot of damage, but Damwon looked to be able to get out with a dragon. Places are missed down.
Correct.
There might be an easier way of saying that, but I'm pretty sure I nailed it.
There you go.
Yeah, as Rascal coming on over, putting down some vision, looking for his opportunity to get a potential flank. As Arya just explodes! Canyon picks it up in the end with an audacious charge, and now it's Damwon that have the advantage right as this Drake spawns. Welcome to the LCK, Arya. I'm sorry, I mean, but that was not the portal you wanted to take.
He was on a solo queue mission trying to snipe Doctarm. It did not happen, spoiler alert. He threaded the needle, hit that sick trouble bubble, and then instantly popped as Kellen was ready to final spark him, and he just went from 100 to 0 in less than a second.
Well, Rascal, he is going to be able to take that outer turret in the mid lane, so maybe worth. Probably not, because that is Mountain Soul, so all these Shadow Flames that have been put together, not exactly feeling great, as that's a teleport. Rascal is going to be able to escape there. And so they should be all right. All 5 stacked up. Bubble not going to connect. Actually does, but not going to matter, I guess, is the more relevant thing to say. Cuz in position to go for this 50-50 potentially. That's a lot of damage onto Kellen. However, he's got the shields and should be all right. Cuz wrapping around. Trying to get on in here. Loads of traps in the area. Cuz has stolen Barons like this before. Rascal dives in. Cuz not in the area. They might be able to burst this if they would like to as they hop out. Rascal gets it of all people! And they take down Hoya as well. But Cuz is also dead. Rascal now going golden as Damwon desperately want to punish the guy that stole away the Baron. And that is absolutely not what Damwon wanted, even if they do manage to win the ensuing fight.
Oh yeah, Damwon Kia definitely not happy with how this scenario went, especially because their setup was so good. As they're going to look for Duck Dom here.
Ooh, Bubble will connect there as well. Okay, Light Binding doesn't work, so Arya easily picks that one up with the Paddle Star, so Doc Dom also caught out of position. And when I said they won the fight, turns out they actually didn't.
So that's why he's going to try to rejoin this fight. He's actually on his way down now.
Yep, vision is going to be cleared, but they do know exactly where the Akali is for the moment. Hoya taking a little bit of poke, but otherwise there are shields for days on the side of Damwon. They now just get to wait for this Mountain Shield to come back again, as Hoya just did. He'll be ready for action. As you can see, the Elder has been aggroed. Rascal moving on over. Arya getting... That's just a command attack, by the way. It's a lot of damage here from this Orianna. Hoya getting further again, trying to find that opportunity, trying to cut off both Arya and Rascal from joining the rest of the team. You can see the traps now. Enough space was created to get them in there, and you can see as well, Doc Dom gets out of the way. There's the ace in the hole. Arya takes a lot of damage. Shockwave onto 3 members as Showmaker started this one off. Brilliant knock up onto Rascal as well in the middle of his ultimate. Sorry, his backflip. That was insane. The Akali is taken down, and now the Elder Drake will belong to Damwon Kia. They had a hiccup around the Baron, but they brought it back.
Oh, such a great play from Showmaker, and not only the ultimate there, but his ball placement there around the choke point, completely zoning out half of the enemy team. Oh, yeah.
So that we could be twins.
Yeah, no, we often are.
Yeah. But like, it's the only hat that I have, so I'd have to cut that one up.
Well, no, just
I don't want to put that in a suit, man.
You don't have to commit to the hattie, but I will.
Okay.
KT are definitely not long for this world. As you can see, desperation. Cuz is like, I got to back. I got to try to help my team. Maybe I look for a flank, but I don't have any vision.
Showmaker's like, Doc Dom, stop stealing my CS. I think that's what's happening. Is we've got a flank teleport to come through here. Rascal with a bit of extra vision as well. They don't know that he's coming. And this could be the wraparound that they were looking for. Showmaker in a good spot to try and make something happen as Cuz gets the kickback onto Kellen. Not exactly the target that he wants. Is Canyon staying in that front line, making things happen. Showmaker goes golden. Rascal now trying to get that perfect execution to work, but it does not. And now Hoya smacks everyone in that front line. Canyon now dives after aiming, and there's nothing that they can do. The wallet's way too heavy. And Damwon Kia, Hoya in the end actually manages to get the last laugh, and they will say goodnight to this game.
Oh, and the one way this goes wrong is if Showmaker gets caught. He was pretty far away from Canyon, but he goes ahead and drops his ball in the bush, is able to see where he is, instantly, perfectly times his stopwatch that he had all game long.
Was a lot better than a lot of people were expecting out of him, especially in this particular matchup, right? Doc Dom and Kellen were so incredibly oppressive for Nongshim last year. And aiming comes back to the LCK and really shows that he's capable of playing against some of our best. But you can see, like, it's still a bit of an odd situation. This is not the Damwon Kia gold graph that you're used to seeing.
It's also, I think, a game
Please. As now the final pick, Kellen going to show us what Showmaker's going to be playing. And man, this is the most stock standard composition I've seen in a very long time. Victor coming in for Showmaker.
The Victor here, I think, comes through over something like an Azir.
Yep.
Once Showmaker gets his crown online, he's not going to be afraid of anything. And anyone on KT's side who gets into Victor's range with all the peel he has, he's going to be very happy. KT.
Yeah. Excited to see how it is going to go as we hop into game number 2. KT remain on the blue side, and we'll see whether they can bring us to a 6-game night. That would be the dream, wouldn't it? Showmaker is trading back quite well. Kellen has found life, though, down to 200 health. Calibrum not quite there as life, taken under 100. It is still going to be all right, and already Damwon Kia's bottom lane really paying for themselves down here.
Oh, interestingly, we talked about, I joked earlier in the draft that Duck Dom would, as this might be cut short by a roaming Canyon down to the bottom side, but here we go.
Yeah, there's the flag and drag as Life Grand exits the situation. And once I mean, this is what a Caitlyn lane should do, but they're doing it with the Felios instead.
Hey, it's Calibrum
Caitlyn. Seems to be working.
Yeah.
Calibrum Caitlyn.
Budget Caitlyn. Okay. Oh man, they're just gonna zone him out.
Oh, and Aiming even missed the CS with his... Oh, it's just got to feel awful as Canyon's going to come on down, and yep, they were punished. That is a beautiful flag track knock-up. Doesn't have the flash anymore, but he may not necessarily need it as Cuz comes on over, but it is just too little, too late, and they are losing farm over and over again down here. Aiming forced to go back home, no flash available for him or life.
You're trading jungle loss here, but you're...
Wow, they got a teleport from Aria as well, as in goes Cuz, looking for Doctor, but instead it's going to be First Blood going over to Kellen. They haven't found any of the kills as Canyon knows that he's dead, but he'll take the Rakan with him.
Clear as he's gotten early on.
Ult goes Aria, throws down the ultimate. Cuz looks for the Q, doesn't get it as Aria's just getting chaos down. Showmaker finds the 1v2 solo kill, and now Cuz is taking so much damage. Can he actually land the Q? He does, and looks to get underneath the turret. Safeguards himself out, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 in the end. But if you're Showmaker, you're typing worth.
He flashed left. You know, he flashed left, man. Showmaker doesn't flash towards his turret, he goes left. That was so beautiful, and then lost. Okay, hold that thought, Hoya.
Yep, Hoya in the meantime struggling a bit here. There's the collateral damage as now Rascal wanting to get back to the wall. Tactical sweep, not going to land. The flashes come in. Hoya's going to flash in response. As don't walk near that wall, Hoya. Don't do it, it's too dangerous. As now there's an entire minion wave here as well. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. As Hoya's like, well, I guess I go back to laning. I'll pretend he doesn't exist. Okay, another tactical sweep. This time it's going to work. Smoke screen goes down, and in the end, I just got excited for nothing, I guess.
Put onto that lane, and now they are going to be able to put that pressure on and grab a Herald as Rascal finds himself in a dangerous spot.
Or has Hoya found himself in a dangerous spot? As that is going to be the stun. End of the line comes in. He's like, please, Canyon, save me. And no, he's going to trap him in there with him. Gets the solo kill, but he will die. Showmaker picks up his second.
Yeah, it's a second kill for Showmaker here on the Victor. It's going to be the Rift Herald here. And
how many solo kills is that for Rascal now? Is that 3 or 4?
I think that's his 4th, if I'm not mistaken.
Man, he's starting these stats off real well as Cuz. Looking for an opportunity here towards the bottom side. Deadly Flourish comes down, kick into the wall for the mini stun as the Grand Engine's going to find one knock-up. Doctor, though, he's doing so much work. And Kellen, he stays alive. He might even be able to block as the ult's going to miss there from Aria, unfortunately. The tidy-up does happen. But it looked pretty cool in the interim for Dam1 Kia before they did lose both members bot lane.
Yeah, that means that Dam1 Kia, depending on what Drake this is, might stack a huge disadvantage against them, but I don't think it's going to be Mountain again. The chances of that are very small.
But I mean, Hoya is now going to trade for an inner turret, which is worth a lot of gold. He greets for it there a little bit, but end of the line actually doing really well. And oh, there's McLeod Soul! There's a battle that has started, so I am going to have to hold that thought for the moment. Hextech Ultimatum comes in and live. Here looking to deliver the quickness. He'll do so as the Shadow Surge will finish him off. But he is back towards the rest of his team now, so it actually is kind of cool repositioning here from KT. Life now on a potential flank, but Kellen has spotted him. No worries there at all. Finds the little Q, but Life is not going to be deterred for the moment. And now Showmaker making his way in, making his presence known. He's a scary figure on this map right now as this Victor. Hoya off to the side, looking for his moment to come in and deal all of that damage. Cuz dashing forward once again as well. You can see Dam1 a little bit more healthy right now. Canyon getting taken down, and that is going to be the sole point. But who can win the team fight is the question. The curtain's open. It's a great triple knock up there from Life, but can they actually find any more? The answer is so far no, as Hoya falls down, but Rascal does as well, and Cuz joins him. Life not long for this world as Canyon secures the kill, and Dam1, they grab the Drake, and they grab themselves the fight. KT trying to defend, not going to be able to do so. Aiming, putting down some captive audiences towards this area.
There's the teleport hidden there, coming around the backside, looking for Showmaker, but he still has his crown.
Well, he is not here, so this is a man advantage. As Cuz trying to flash as far as he can, but he can't get to Doctam. Rascal in there as well, but he can't 1v1. There's Aphelios who's still alive. How is Doctam still there? He flashes away. And KT was their last-ditch effort, but they couldn't do the one thing that they tried.
Oh, but they had to go so deep and go so far. Doctam didn't take cleanse this game, didn't have his exhaust. All he had was a flash and a dream.
Yeah, and that dream was absolutely enough as Aiming looking to try and get out of here as well. Showmaker's going to chase him down. The Death Ray means exactly that. However, Aiming gets back to the fountain, but we'll just have to watch as these Nexus turrets fall apart. Canyon, you know, takes a bit of a love tap there, but he will otherwise be absolutely fine. And Dam1 Kia will grab themselves the 2-0 up against KT. and demonstrate that with an upgraded bottom lane, this team is so scary. However, Cuz looking to try and fight this one out, Showmaker keeping him at range, and Doctarm is the one really doing a lot of the damage right here.
They're going to
It's
have
like
to...
Damwon may not actually be able to finish just yet as another teleport to come in. Canyon over to the side, not going to get taken down by Arya just yet as Doctarm tries to fight it, gets the double, and about 100 health.
And he's looking
What
for
is
life.
this guy?
He's looking for life here. He does not have a splash.
No,
Well, there's going to end the game.
Severum came back, everyone, and it's not good news for KT. Life is now death, and the Nexus will follow suit. This guy's Abelios. Oh man, never changed Doctarm. It's absolutely beautiful to see. As, yep, Arya going to die as well. Okay, there's the ult. Okay, finally. He will fall down, and Canyon might win the game. He'll take down Arya first. A little bit of a messy one at the end there, but really good to see some vintage Doctarm on his Aphelios.
The minions are like, I got this, don't worry, guys. Showmaker with 18k damage here, but I think for me the biggest win for Damwon Kia, which allowed Doctarm to get so fed and pop off, was Canyon just controlling the
네,
bottom.
담원기아의 쇼메이커 선수 캐년
Thank you
선수
very much, guys.
만나보겠습니다.
This is
승리
Ji-sun for the
축하드립니다.
interview translation. Here we're joined by Showmaker Canyon from Damwon Kia, picking up their first victory of the season with a perfect performance. How are you feeling, Showmaker, after the opening match? The game was pretty much loose, you know. It was so slow, so I was a little bit bored.
조금 더 재밌게 할 수 있었던
You
것
want more entertainment, right? Yeah, we could have, but it got extended. So it's a relief that we were able to get the victory. And because of that, maybe Kenya, you actually just stomped on the opponents, and it was very fast-paced. Yeah, I saw a huge fight happening down on the bottom lane, so I wanted to join the party, take a bite. Game number 1, Akali was so menacing actually. She even stole the Baron. So what was your reaction after that game? Well, we were aware that Kali is doing a lot of work, but we were still not too much worried about it. And we knew that we are having a better comp in terms of team fights, so we weren't too worried about the whole situation. Showmaker, your Orianna in game number 1 was so awesome, and that ultimate around the Elder was so phenomenal. I mean, you saved up your ult for so long, and your first ult was so big like that. I mean, like, before that moment, the game was pretty inactive, so there was never an angle for me to pull that off, and I was able to go boom. I wasn't too proud, you know, it was more about, you know, catching or punishing the mistake from the opponent. How did your teammates react to that? When? When the Orianna ult was finding 3 people, we didn't really say much thing. We were just focusing on what to do next. And because I'm a jungler, I just focused on the Drake. And Showmaker, you were able to have 150 CS lead up against the opponent. Did you expect that you will be having a huge advantage against Arya? I mean, during MSI or Worlds, he was doing a decent job, so I was really hyped and also excited to see what he could do, but I think he was a little bit nervous because it's his first match at the LCK, so I just focused on farming and I got that CS lead. After game 1, a lot of people were trying to actually cheer Hoya up. Maybe that was because, you know, playing against the Akali, right? Yeah, he got solo killed multiple times and he was pretty much quiet throughout the game, so we wanted to make him feel better. So yeah, we just wanted to, you know, kind of cheer him up. And after that, well, game number 2 was a lot better. What kind of feedback went back and forth after game 1? You know, mostly about the draft and nothing much about the play because the game number 1 was already over, so we just wanted to, you know, do better for game 2.
알겠습니다. 자 그리고 뱀픽에 대해서 좀 여쭤볼게요.
Speaking
쇼메이커 선수.
of draft,
바텀이 중요해진 요즘 메타에서
these days a
팀적으로
lot of people
카르마를 어떻게
highlight
평가하고
the
있나요?
importance of the bottom lane priority. So how does Summon Kia rate Karma as support?
잘 모르겠어요. 해보고
I'm not
있는데
sure. We are
잘
trying
감이 안 옵니다.
that champion out, but I don't have the right grip of it.
벡스가 나왔잖아요.
And yet Vex.
예상하셨나요?
아리아
you expect
선수가
that?
플랭에서
Arya
벡스를 많이
Plays Vex a
해가지고
lot in solo queue,
할것 같긴 했는데
so
네,
I
막상
kind
또
of saw it
나와서
coming,
네, 그냥
but you know,
그랬습니다.
yeah, it was, and then
알겠습니다.
pretty much
캐년
just
선수,
okay.
사실 KT의 에이스가 에이밍
And
선수라는
Canyon,
평가가 많았습니다.
A lot of people
그런데
say
이 세트
Aiming
바텀을
will be
굉장히
the
많이
core
괴롭히는
player, the
모습이었거든요.
centerpiece
뱀픽
of
단계에서부터
KT
계획이
roster,
됐던
and you
건가요?
did play around the bottom lane. Was that because of the pick and ban? We had
Cryo
Cryo down on the bottom lane, so I just wanted to help out, you know, and kind of snowball off of it. And we were having a huge lead down on the bottom lane, so the game was
그래서 그런지
very
전형적인
comfortable for
강팀의
us.
운영을 보여주기도 했습니다. 이용까지 내주는
And then
모습이었는데 이유가 있을까요?
You guys didn't compete for the Drake for 2 times in a row. Was that your intended macro? It was more about our mistake, so we didn't want to fight around the Drake. We just wanted to slow down and wait for the power spike to come.
침착하게 해보자라는 말인 것 같습니다. 다음 상대는
Your next
스토브리그부터
opponent
화제가 됐던
will be
젠지거든요.
Gen
바보 안 들어볼 수
G.
없습니다, 쇼메이커
What's your
선수.
mindset for that
일단
matchup?
젠지 이제 미드분이 되게 잘하셔가지고
Gen G, they have a very strong mid, so I guess I really have to, you know, stay alert and prepare well, and I will do my
네,
best
캐년
to
선수도 과거
provide the
들려주시죠.
best match possible.
다른 라인도
Yeah, I also think that
생각해서
Genji has a very strong mid and jungle, and also other laners are very strong as well. So we will do our best to prepare for that
응원하도록
match.
하겠습니다. 그리고 오늘 정말
In
많은
addition to
응원을
that,
해주러
we
많은
have
분들이
this
경기장을
ballpark
찾아주셨어요. 오랜만에
packed
팬분들
with
아레나에서
Tama
뵙는
Kia
거잖아요.
fans here.
한마디씩
Any message
전해주세요.
over to them?
쇼메이커 선수?
이렇게나 많이 와주셔서 일단 너무
Thank you for
감사드리고,
showing up here. You know, I'm really impressed by the number of fans out here, and I can see them still waving here. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys again
네,
in the
캐년-
next
네, 캐년
matchup
선수도
as
한마디
well.
들어볼게요.
유관중이 좀 오랜만인데
It's been a very long while since we had
유관중
fans
경기
and live
더
audience.
색다르고
So yeah, it
재밌는
feels
것
so
같아서
new, and I
감사합니다.
really like it. So thank you,
그러면 감사한
everyone.
마음을 담아서 다 함께 손 흔들어 볼까요?
And then cute wave back for the fans.
좋습니다.
Wonderful.
앞으로도 이렇게 기분 좋게 손 흔드는 날이 많이
We
왔으면
hope to
좋겠습니다.
see more of a
오늘 승리
wave
축하드립니다.
from Taman Kia player as well. And this will be the interview from Kenyon Showmaker from Taman Kia. Thank you.